Hello, everyone, and welcome back to EasyTalk English. We're really happy you're here with us today. Maybe you're listening while walking, driving, or just relaxing at home. Wherever you are, thank you for choosing to practice English with us.
Yes, thank you for pressing play. And before we start, I want to ask you something simple. Do you feel like you've changed in the last few years?
That's an interesting question, right? Maybe you're more confident now. Maybe you're more patient. Or maybe you're still trying to improve certain parts of your life.
Sometimes we think growth has to be dramatic, like a big success or a big life change. But in reality, growth is often quiet.
It's small changes, small habits, small decisions you make every day.
And over time, those small changes become something meaningful.
So today, we're talking about something very personal: growth.
We'll help you learn how to talk about who you used to be, who you are now, and who you're becoming in simple, natural English. Let's get started.
You know, when I think about change, I always remember how shy I used to be. I used to be very quiet, especially in group situations. In meetings at work, I didn't speak much. Even if I had an idea, I kept it to myself.
Really? That's hard to imagine now.
I know, right? But it's true. I used to overthink everything. I would ask myself, what if my idea is not good? Or what if people disagree with me? So I just stayed silent.
I understand that feeling. For me, I used to avoid difficult conversations. If I had a problem with someone, I didn't say anything. I was afraid of conflict. I thought conflict was always something negative.
So you prefer to stay quiet?
Yes, I used to tell myself, it's okay. It's not a big deal. But actually, it was a big deal. I just didn't want to deal with it.
That's interesting. So what changed?
Well, I realized that avoiding problems doesn't solve them. It only makes them bigger. So now I try to speak earlier. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to be more honest and direct.
I like that. For me, it's similar. I used to stay quiet because I lacked confidence. But now I speak more in meetings. I don't speak all the time, but I share my opinion when I have something to say.
So the difference is not dramatic. You didn't suddenly become a different person.
Exactly. It's not like one day I woke up and said, I'm confident now. It's small steps. First, I tried to say one sentence in a meeting, then two, then I asked the question.
That's growth, right? Small actions repeated over time.
Yes, I used to be very shy, but now I'm more comfortable sharing my ideas, and I'm still trying to improve.
Same here. I used to avoid difficult conversations, but now I try to face them calmly. I'm still learning, but I'm definitely different from before.
And that's what personal growth often looks like. Not a big transformation, just I used to and but now.
And maybe the most important part is I'm trying to.
So, Alex, when we say personal growth, what does that really mean? It sounds like a big phrase.
Yes, it does sound big, but I think personal growth is actually simple. It's not becoming perfect. It's not becoming someone completely different.
I agree. For me, growth is becoming more aware. Aware of my thoughts, my reactions, and my habits.
That's a good word. Aware. Because when you're not aware, you just react automatically.
Exactly. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, if someone criticized me, I reacted emotionally. I felt hurt immediately. Sometimes I became defensive. I wanted to explain myself right away.
So your reaction was very fast?
Very fast. I didn't stop to think. I just reacted. But now I try to pause. I don't always succeed, but I try to take a breath and ask myself, is this feedback useful?
That's a big difference.
Yes, but it didn't happen overnight. First, I started noticing my reactions. I noticed how my heart beat faster. I noticed how I wanted to interrupt. That awareness was the first step.
So growth started when you noticed your mistake.
Yes, growth is noticing your mistakes, not ignoring them. Before, I thought, I'm just emotional. That's my personality. But now I think, okay, I reacted too quickly. Next time, I can try to be calmer.
I like that. For me, growth is connected to discipline, small daily habits.
What do you mean?
Well, I used to wait for motivation. I thought, when I feel inspired, I will exercise, I will study, I will work on my goals. But motivation didn't come often.
That sounds very familiar.
So I changed my approach. Instead of waiting for motivation, I created small habits. 10 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of exercise. Just small actions.
So growth for you is consistency?
Yes. Not big promises, not dramatic changes, just small actions repeated every day.
I think that's important. Many people think growth means becoming perfect, but that's impossible.
Exactly. Growth is not becoming perfect. It's becoming better than you were yesterday.
And sometimes growth is very quiet. Other people may not even see it.
That's true. You may look the same on the outside, but inside, you think differently. You react differently.
Yes, you pause instead of shouting. You reflect instead of blaming. You try again instead of giving up.
So maybe we can say it clearly. Growth is not loud, it's quiet.
I love that sentence. Growth is not loud, it's quiet.
It's in the small decisions, the small pauses, the small habits.
And maybe that's good news for our listeners, because you don't need a big life change to grow.
You just need awareness.
And the willingness to improve, little by little.
That's personal growth in simple words.
So we've talked about what personal growth means in theory, but I think our listeners might be wondering, how do I know if I'm actually growing? Because sometimes growth feels invisible. You don't wake up one day feeling completely different, but there are small, clear signs if you pay attention.
I agree. Growth is not always exciting or dramatic. It's usually subtle. One clear sign, for example, is that you start saying no more often. Not in a rude way, but in a healthy way. You begin to respect your own time and energy.
That's such a big one for me. I used to say yes to almost everything. Extra tasks, last-minute plans, favors for people, even when I was already exhausted. I didn't want to disappoint anyone. But now I pause and ask myself, do I really have the capacity for this? If the answer is no, I say no politely, and I don't feel as guilty as before.
That shows real maturity. Another sign of growth is that you think before reacting. In the past, if something upset me, I reacted immediately. I would send a quick message or say something I later regretted. Now I try to pause, breathe, and give myself time before responding.
Yes, that pause is powerful. Even just a few seconds can change everything. Before, I reacted emotionally without thinking about the consequences. Now, I still feel emotions, of course, but I don't let them control my behavior as much. That small delay is a huge difference.
Another important sign is that you apologize faster. When I was younger, I hated admitting I was wrong. I would explain my reasons, defend my actions, and try to protect my pride. But now, if I realize I made a mistake, I simply say, "You're right. I'm sorry." It's uncomfortable, but it's freeing.
I completely relate to that. Before, apologizing felt like losing. Now, it feels like taking responsibility. When you apologize quickly, you care more about solving the problem than protecting your ego. That shift in mindset is a strong sign that you're growing.
There's also the comparison habit. We live in a world where it's very easy to compare ourselves to others, especially online. I used to look at other people's success and feel behind or inadequate, but now I try to remind myself that everyone has a different timeline and different circumstances.
Yes, comparing less is such a peaceful change. I still notice when others succeed, but instead of feeling insecure, I try to feel inspired. I focus more on my own progress instead of measuring myself against someone else's journey. That shift makes life feel lighter.
And maybe one of the strongest signs of growth is that you feel more responsible for your life. Instead of blaming other people, your job, or your past, you ask yourself, what can I control? Even in difficult situations, you look for your part and what you can learn.
That's true. I've noticed that I complain less now. When something goes wrong, I still feel frustrated, but I also ask, what can I do differently next time? That question changes everything. It moves you from being a victim to being an active participant in your life.
And I think this is the key idea we want to share. You don't feel different overnight, but your reactions change. You respond more calmly. You choose more wisely. You recover faster from mistakes.
Exactly. Growth is often invisible from the outside, but inside, your thinking patterns shift, your habits improve, your emotional responses become more balanced.
So if you're saying no more often, pausing before reacting, apologizing faster, comparing less, and taking more responsibility, that's real progress.
And even if it feels quiet or small, it still matters, because quiet growth is still real growth. Now, let's review some key vocabulary from today's episode. These are simple but powerful words that will help you talk about personal growth in English. We'll explain each word in an easy way and give you one example. Try to repeat the word after us.
Great idea. Let's start with the first word, growth. Growth means the process of becoming better or developing over time. It's not one big moment. It's slow progress. Example, personal growth takes time and patience. Repeat after me. Growth.
Next word, improve. Improve means to become better or to make something better. Example, I want to improve my English speaking skills. Repeat, improve.
The third word is change. Change means to become different or to make something different. Example, I've changed a lot in the last 5 years. Repeat, change.
Next word, habit. A habit is something you do regularly, often without thinking. Habits can be good or bad. Reading every day is a healthy habit. Repeat, habit.
The fifth word is mindset. Mindset means the way you think about things. It's your attitude or mental perspective. Example, a positive mindset helps you handle problems calmly. Repeat, mindset.
Next word, responsible. Responsible means taking ownership of your actions and decisions. It means you don't blame others all the time. Example, she is responsible for her choices. Repeat, responsible.
And the last word is reflect. Reflect means to think carefully about something, especially your actions or experiences. Example, I like to reflect on my day before I go to sleep. Repeat, reflect.
Let's quickly review the 7 words together. Growth, improve, change, habit, mindset, responsible, reflect.
Try to use at least one of these words in a sentence about yourself. That's how vocabulary becomes part of your real English.
Simple words, but very meaningful. And when you use them to talk about your life, your English becomes more natural. Now it's time to practice. Don't just listen, speak with us. If you can, pause the audio and say your answers out loud, because speaking is the fastest way to improve, and small daily practice really builds confidence over time.
Yes, this is your active moment. We'll give you simple sentence starters, and you complete them with your own ideas. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Focus on clear and honest communication.
Exercise number 1 is very simple. Complete these 3 sentences. I used to, now I, and I'm trying to. First, think about your past. What is something you used to do, or how did you used to be? Say your answer out loud in one full sentence.
Then move to the second sentence. Now I. Describe how you are different today. Maybe your habits changed, your attitude changed, or your behavior improved. After that, finish with I'm trying to, and talk about something you are working on right now.
Let me give you an example so you can hear a complete answer. I used to avoid difficult tasks because I felt overwhelmed. Now I try to start with small steps instead of waiting for motivation. I'm trying to become more disciplined and consistent every day.
Here's my example. I used to compare myself to others too much. Now I focus more on my own progress and personal goals. I'm trying to build a healthier mindset and feel more confident in my own journey.
Great. Now let's move to exercise number 2. Here is your question. What is one small habit you are building? Remember, it doesn't have to be something big or dramatic. Growth usually starts with small, repeatable actions.
For example, one small habit I'm building is reading 10 pages of a book every night before bed. It seems simple, but doing it consistently helps me grow and improve slowly over time.
For me, one small habit I'm building is taking 5 minutes each evening to reflect on my day. I ask myself what went well and what I can improve tomorrow, and that simple reflection helps me stay aware.
Now it's your turn. Pause the episode and say your answer clearly. Even 1 or 2 sentences are enough. Every time you speak, you're not only practicing English, you're building yourself little by little.
So, before we finish today's episode, let's quickly review what we talked about. Personal growth is not something dramatic or loud. It doesn't mean becoming perfect or changing your entire personality overnight. Growth is small, and growth is daily. It happens in small habits, small decisions, and small moments of awareness.
Yes, and one of the most important ideas today is that growth is awareness. When you notice your reactions, your habits, and your mistakes, that's already progress. You may not see a huge transformation, but you are thinking differently and choosing differently. That's real growth.
We also practiced a simple structure to talk about change in English. I used to, now and I'm trying to. This structure helps you clearly describe your past, your present, and your direction. It's simple grammar, but very powerful when you use it to talk about your real life.
Now we want you to reflect for a moment. What is one way you have changed in the last few years? Maybe you are more confident, more patient, or more responsible. And what are you still working on? What is something you are trying to improve right now?
Remember, growth is not about becoming someone completely new. It's not about copying someone else's life. It's about becoming more yourself, a calmer, wiser, stronger version of who you already are.
And just like personal growth, language growth is also small and daily. Every time you listen, every time you speak, every time you try again, you are improving little by little.
If you'd like to practice right now, comment 1 sentence using I used to, but now. Share your progress with us. It can be simple and honest.
And if you are working on yourself, even in quiet ways, give this episode a like. It helps us know that these conversations are meaningful to you.
Don't forget to subscribe to EasyTalk English for more real-life English practice and natural conversations every week.
Real English grows with you.
And so do you.